Hello everyone, this is Mitul and I'm here with Amandeep and Ryan to talk about what is Comp3040. We are group 3. This presentation is intended for students who want to know what to expect from Comp3040 course, and we have extracted 3 main topics, which is the flipped classroom, peer editing, and the topics that you will learn. So let's get started with the flipped classroom. So the flipped classroom is very different from the traditional lecture approach. So what is the flipped classroom? So in the flipped classroom, class time is not spent learning new material. Rather, class time is spent with interactive lectures and activities and discussions. So where do you learn the material? So the material is learned before class, so students are required to do some required readings. And what you will learn from the required readings, you will use it in the class discussions and class activities. So the required readings are very important. And class attendance is very much mandatory because the activities and discussions that occur during class will enhance your understanding of the material. And also questions from the test come usually from the required readings and the in-class activities, so therefore they're very important. Now I will pass it on to Amandeep to talk about peer editing.
Another very important aspect of this course is peer editing. This is usually done on the day assignment is due, but it can also be done before the assignment due date by discussing it with your group. And now let's get into what is peer editing. Peer editing is when someone else will look at your work and gives you feedback about it. And why is peer editing important? Peer editing is both helpful and important because it gives you other people's insight towards your work, which they will point out your mistakes, and moreover, you get to look at other people's work. And that way you can learn for your future assignments, and you can also get to know about what areas to work on, and that's it. Now Ryan will take over the next slides.
So what kind of material are you going to learn in Comp3040? Well, you're going to learn lots of new material relating to technical communication and computer science. However, these are broken into 3 major categories. Firstly is the writing process and workplace communication. So you're going to learn lots about the writing process and how to apply it to your day-to-day writing, any kind of writing that you do. You're also going to learn about tools for workplace communication, such as emails, APIs, reports, etc., that you're going to see in the workplace. And why is it important to learn this topic? Well, it's important to be able to communicate professionally in a real-world situation, no matter what kind of career you have. Much of the writing done up to this point has likely been academic writing, where you're writing to an expert on the topic, but professional writing is a very different kind of writing, and it's going to be important to know how to do this. Secondly, you're going to learn about documentation. Now, this is much more than comments and code, which is likely what you've seen through much of your computer science degree here at the university so far. But it also includes instruction sets, readmes, FAQs, and other kind of documents that help a user understand the technical document you have written. And you'll learn new tools for these as Markdown, Atom, Jekyll, and GitHub. And why is documentation important? Well, you're not always going to be writing to someone at your technical level. You may be writing to someone at a lower technical level, having no technical experience, and you're going to have to explain what does this document do, why is it helpful, how do they use it, etc. And you also good to know tools for using them, such as GitHub and Markdown, because if you're going to be writing documentation, you should know how to use these tools. And you want to have good documentation so when you come back to something in 6 months, you don't go, what is this? I have no clue, and it's as if you never wrote it. Thirdly, you're going to learn about APIs, API documentation, and how to do presentations like this. The topic about APIs includes much more about API documentation using tools such as Swagger and the Swagger Pet Store. And why is it important to learn these tools? Well, APIs are becoming very popular in today's day and age. As a programmer, you're likely going to have to do work with APIs, so it's important to know what they are, because it can be challenging. API documentation can also be challenging, and if you want to become a technical writer, you're going to have to do lots of API documentation, so it's important to know how to do it. And presentation videos are also becoming a very popular means of communication, and you'll likely have to present your findings, expertise, knowledge at some point throughout your career to other people. In conclusion, this presentation is designed to help incoming students like you understand what you can expect from this course. This includes a flipped classroom, peer editing, and the course content. Thank you for listening.